there a Die Hard on the train?
No, that's Under Siege.
One in the building, and there was one...
Under Siege. That's 2. That's Under Siege 2.
Hey everybody, Patrick here with Rat4. It's February 10th, 2014, and this is Monday Night Paintball. Behind the camera is my buddy Jason Fertig, and we're going to banter back and forth as we go over paintball news worldwide. First thing we got for you today is MagFed Mayhem. This is the next event being put on by Viper Paintball. Viper Paintball happens to be the organization that was behind End War 1 and 2, so we know them very well. They put on really awesome games, and this one's going down March 1st and 2nd, 2014, but more importantly, we are going to be there, and we meaning Fertig and me.
We're really looking forward to this event. It's going to be a lot of fun. Patrick and I will be driving down there. We'll bring it down the Rat4 truck. It's going to be a little kickoff to the scenario season for us, so it's going to be like a little mini MagFed tour stop for us. And we'll be down there. We're going to bring out some 4.68s, some MKPs, and some other gear. We'll have some rental guns out there for you to go to try out, as far as we'll have some 2.68s with DMAGs, some 4.68s, and MKPs. And just get you guys out there and get you guys playing with it and let you guys have a good time. If you guys have any questions about us being down at the event, let us know. We're going to be bringing out some gear too to do repairs on your markers. So if you have any of our 68 cal line, we'll definitely be able to fix that. And I'm working right now to make arrangements for anybody that has issues with 43 cals, as far as us possibly bringing it back to do the repair in-house here, because we won't be able to bring all the parts for those, unfortunately.
We're going to be bringing some goodies for the raffle as well. We have some markers on that, right, Fertig?
Yeah, we already have two 4.68 DMAG RIS markers. So these are our 4.68s with the standard RIS handguard on them, so the carbine length handguard. And those are already in possession of Viper, so they'll be using those as part of the raffle and giveaway at the event. And we might throw some other goodies in there for you guys, either at the booth or we'll give them to Viper when we get down there.
Also, for those of you who are going to be at the event, if you want to place an order between now and the event, it's March 1st and 2nd, so you have like, what, 3 weeks? If you wanted to place an order now, it's free shipping. We'll bring it to you to the event. So like, let's say you want a 4.68 for MagFed Mayhem, just order it now, put in the notes that it's for MagFed Mayhem, and we'll bring it in the truck. Fertig and I will bring it right to you. Free shipping, it's there the day of the event, and we're there to tech it for you. If you have any like accessories that you bought that you want to slap on there, we can slap it on for you. And that kind of stuff. So if you're going to place an order in the next few days for MagFed Mayhem, be sure to write in the notes, and we will hand deliver it to you.
Yeah, just remember, guys, we're driving from California to Texas, so the last week of the month, I don't know what that starts with, but basically the week before the event, we won't be able to bring that if you place an order at that point. But getting it in before that, so that within the next this week and next week would be the best time to do that, and we'll get you all taken care of and bring it down.
Cool. Yeah, really looking forward to it. I'm going to go out in the field at some point and film some action. I'm sure Fertig's going to go out there and see what he can do for his team, see if he can play a little bit. It's going to be a lot of fun. Next up for you guys, we got the field of the week. We're going to spotlight D-Day Adventure Park. Now, D-Day Adventure Park is one of the biggest paintball fields in the country. They don't really need us to promote them at all. They have the biggest paintball game in the world every year. But we're bringing it up because at D-Day this year, we're going to have another MagFed only event. We had the first one last year, that was the Siege of Bastogne, and this year we're going to have another one. It was a huge success.
Yeah, so we're still in the talks with D-Day Adventure Park to get that all arranged and set up for you guys, and as we get closer to the event, we'll be releasing more information on that and get you guys all set up, including possibly some promos and stuff like that for those of you guys who want to get into MagFed.
You know, something I noticed about MagFed paintball versus hopper-fed paintball is that MagFed players are out there for realism for the most part, minus the few that are using it just to have shape projectiles for the longer shots. Most people that use MagFed with paintballs are doing it to be a little bit more realistic, and it just doesn't add up with the hoppers. I noticed that MagFed only games are when MagFed becomes really fun because you're not at a disadvantage. Everybody's using MagFed guns, so you'll see we have those monthly games down south. It's MagFed only. We're gonna have a MagFed only event at D-Day. Like, MagFed only seems to be growing in the paintball community because it's its own world. It's its own little game. And if you bring hoppers into it, it just changes the game up too much. So it's really cool for us to be able to do stuff like MagFed only events at D-Day, which is primarily a hopper-fed game, and we'll have this little bastion of MagFed action. So we're looking forward to putting that on again. And next up for you guys, we have the Tactical Paintball League. This is actually customer submitted. We put in a little bit of blurb about it in last Monday Night Paintball. We asked for some more info on it, and the guy sent us some info. His name is Chris Tilley, and he wanted to tell us all about this new league that he's starting up. Here it says that the Tactical Paintball League was formed to provide a competitive league for all player types and skill levels. We have created a 5-man mission-driven game format with different roles and objectives to complete for each team member. So it's teams of 5, each member has their own objectives. Looks pretty cool. This is going on in the Southwest, I believe, at Splatter Ranch Paintball, which was the fill of the week last week. So if you are in the Southwest and you're looking for a Tactical Paintball League, look no further. Check them out. It's tacticalpaintballleague.webs.com. And next up for you guys, we have a pretty cool picture that was posted to our wall. This one was posted by Reaper. It is his DMAG, which he's used some grip tape in the hollowed out areas on the DMAG, the contour areas. He took some grip tape that you would find on like a skateboard deck or something and cut it into the same shapes and put it on there to get a little bit more grip for those reloads. This is pretty cool because this is something that I've done on my rifle, the PMAGs that I have on my AR. So I was waiting for somebody to do this, and I'm glad somebody finally did. It looks pretty cool, gives you a better grip. You can chuck the mags out and grab a new one, put it in without slipping, especially if, you know, let's say you got paint all over it. It's pretty slippery stuff, so. Cool look, Reaper. Awesome custom mod right there. Next up for you guys, we got the marker of the week. This is an MK5 that belongs to a Mr. F. Huzanov. Name's in Russian here, but that's what that means. And he's got a Scarab mag mod on his A5. He's also got a Riz handguard on there with a flashlight and a laser. And he's got a stack of DMAGs next to it, which makes me think that he probably has the DMAG weld for that as well.
Looks like he's got a setup there for shooting first strikes. He's got it looks like a magnifying scope on there. It's a nice little setup. He's probably got both mag welds, like you said, giving him the full range of options for him to use on his MK5.
Yeah, looking good, man. Cool marker. And moving on, we've talked about this a few different times, but with the 4.68, the way that you have the upper and lower receiver able to separate like a real AR-15, you can have multiple uppers or multiple lowers, and you can combine them in different ways to basically create a whole new marker. So we have put on the catalog, we've put just complete upper receivers. So you can have one lower, you can have like a sniper upper or a CQB upper. This one right here is, you know, the standard M4 carbine upper, but there's a whole bunch of them in the catalog to check out, and they're actually put together by our very own Jason Furtig.
So each one of these is built by me prior to going onto the website. I basically look at what people want and just try to make something similar to that or something that interests me if I see a gun online. The carbine version went up last week. That's because, well, who doesn't like the old M4 look? It's a basic one that a lot of people like, and it's another one we could offer to you guys. This way, if you already have your lower and for some reason say you got a Riz version but you want the carbine setup, it's ready to go for you guys. As we go, you're going to see more and more of these getting added as we bring in new handguards, or as we just revamp old product lines and bring them into the 4.68 line.
And speaking of new setups, Furtig slapped together a new 4.68 and put it on the catalog, and some people had some stuff to say about it. What was that about, Furtig?
A lot of guys out there were starting to say that I put it together because of the M17. Actually, I had this photographed about 2 weeks before the M17 was even up. I just hadn't had a chance to put it in the catalog, so sorry about that, guys. It wasn't in response to Milsig in any way. Congrats to them, though, for putting out the new marker line. It looks really cool. Looking forward to getting to check one out, hopefully down at MagFed, just to see what it's like. But this wasn't in response to Milsig putting out their CQB variation of it. The other thing that people have been saying is the cost difference on it versus the standard RIS. This marker uses a lot of different hardware that isn't on the RIS version, so it adds to the price. Yes, it's a shorter handguard. Yes, it's a shorter barrel, and it's a different muzzle brake though that costs more than the M4 muzzle brake, and it also uses flip-up iron sights, which actually are quite a bit more than the iron sights that are on the plastic iron sights that are located on the RIS 4.68.
So what we do with these different marker builds, when you see it as a complete package like this 4.68 CQB paintball marker, when it's all together, we add all of the accessories to the order, and then we'll actually apply a discount to that. So when you see a package there, it's cheaper than if you went and added all that stuff together on your own. It comes out just a little bit cheaper. So people saying that the price was too high or something, if you went and placed an order for all those parts, you'd see exactly where the prices came from. So, but it's a really cool marker. I really like those SOCOM stocks. Something about the minimal look of it. It's really nice.
It's the minimalist look. It looks clean, especially on the shorter CQB ones.
And the remote adapter actually rotates around it in a circle, so that's really nice. Instead of having it get kind of caught up in one direction or another, it just kind of goes with the flow. That's nice when you're moving a bunch of gear around and stuff. So less to get caught up on. So for those of you looking for a tight CQB first strike ready package, you should check out the 468 CQB paintball marker. Greg Hastings' Fields of Battle. This is his newest video game. It's super sick. It's super free. You can download it and play it. And every Friday he has an event going on called Friday Night Fights, where you can win prizes that have been submitted by the paintball companies that are featured in the game, including RAP4.
Yeah, it's a really fun game. I've been playing it a lot. So if you guys go out there and you see a guy playing by the name of Lone Eagle, that's actually my gamer tag.
Lone Eagle?
Yes, Lone Eagle.
What's that from?
I honestly have no clue. It's just a gamer tag I started using like 10 years ago.
Is it a lone wolf?
Yeah.
Lone Eagle?
So I play under that. You'll see me using all kinds of different markers in the game, but I actually have a lot of fun playing with the T68 that's in there. Greg gave it a really nice setup on there, and it shoots really well, and it's always fun running down guys that are playing with the electros and stuff like that in the game. It's a really fun game.
It is a really fun game, and it's free. For those of you who are skeptical, check it out. It's no risk. It's a lot of fun. You probably want to get into it, and every Friday you can compete for prizes. So we submitted a bunch of prizes, and a bunch of other companies have too, so get on it. Moving on, we have a product for you guys. This one was based on customer requests actually, and it is the non-ambidextrous magazine release for the 468 DMAG well.
Yeah, so that'll work on the 468 DMAG well as well as the T68 DMAG well. It's going to start coming standard on most of our markers shortly, and we're already in the process of transitioning to it now. So then the ambidextrous release, which has also been added to the catalog, will be available for purchase as a separate item.
So the ambidextrous release is actually kind of an upgraded version, because you can release the magazine with your other hand if you're shooting on your weak side, but we find that some people, based on the way that they hold their marker, putting it against their vest, they're hitting that magazine release, so they requested to have this one, just so they weren't accidentally dropping magazines on the deck. So for those of you who have the ambidextrous release on there and you like it, that's great. For those of you who have it currently and it's a thorn in your side, just go ahead and order this one and swap it out. It's a really easy swap. You just push it through, screw it on, let it go. Too easy.
Yeah, really simple. And for those of you that already have the ambidextrous release, you guys don't want to get rid of it. You don't have to upgrade to it, obviously. For those of you that would like to change it out, you can upgrade to the non-ambidextrous release.
Sweet. And bringing up a new product coming up, we have a new pack of DMAGs that are about to hit the market. Tell me about those, Richard.
Alright, so what we're going to be doing is, this is another one due to customer requests. We've had a lot of requests come in for us to sell the DMAGs with the shape projectile springs installed. Now, we're actually going to go forward with this, and we're projecting on releasing this late this week or early next week. You'll start seeing them pop up on the catalog. So these magazines will already be pre-installed with the shape projectile spring in it, so they're ready to go. The shape projectile magazines, however, they're not meant to be used with paintballs. The spring is a lot harder, and it's designed to be used with the shape projectiles or first strikes that have a much tougher shell. Putting regular paintballs in there will typically cause them to break, even if you're using mag-fed paint. I've learned this lesson a couple times myself by accident when I loaded the wrong magazines.
Well, at D-Day, the last D-Day I went to, we were using red paint or something to mark where the mag catch clicks in. Called what was more called them Black Widows or something, the ones for first strikes. Yeah,
we called them the Black Widow mags. They were an early version of this, more or less a prototyping of these, and now we're going to be releasing the full set. So they're just going to be called the Shape Projectile magazines. And they'll be available for purchase, like I said, late this week or early next week.
So for those of you who are going to run paintball and shape projectile DMAGs, be sure to mark them so you know the difference, just so you don't run into the problem that Furtick just mentioned. All right, that's all I got. You got anything, Furtick?
No, that's pretty much all I got for the day. We just got to get a lot of work ahead of us to get ready for Texas in the next couple weeks, and we'll get that going, and we'll update you guys on the progress of our trip to MagFed Mayhem and the tour in general and other events we're going to be taking care of shortly. March 1st and 2nd at DFW Adventure Park in the state of Texas. Be there, because we will. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Remember, Monday Night Paintball is your show. We make it from the content generated from our Facebook page. So if there's anything you'd like to see next week's episode, just email us at mondaynight@rap4.com. Looking forward to hearing from you, and we'll see you out there.